No, I don't go without even that, we learned it all, but I don't. All right, I'd like to call this meeting order of the policy board. We can do the 2022. So we have, things to take care of. I need a, approval of the, or request for approval of the, meeting consent first.
So moved.
I'll second. There's a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, or none. And I would like to have a, approval of the board meeting minutes of March 31st. There a motion?
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None. Right straight to business.
Thank you. We'll do the MPO director's report, but I just wanted to thank our time meeting again for hospitality and having us here today. They have also offered a tour, so if you'd like to take a tour of the facility at that meeting, that'd be great. They have been fabulous and maybe talk about the two sports too. So we definitely very appreciative and also provide some before and after photographs. So so feel free to yeah, next slide, please. You heard about the local road safety plan, so FHWA done their consultants, and hopefully we'll get all your comments by the end of the month. And there is links to the different maps. Of course, this extends out beyond the MPO boundaries. You know, there's the Polk County, Logan, Scott, Franklin, and Sebastian and Crawford counties to include the Long Beach boundary. Because when they initially approached us, it was just going to be an MPO boundary, and then we got into that and we're like, there's a lot more to the area, and obviously, transportation really don't do that boundary problem. So that's really great. We work with the Federal Land Access Program. Here, cool. Here's something else. What it looks like when you go into the app. So if you've got the link, you just go into there, and if you need help using the app, feel free to reach out. I know Martin had a question on it, and they were direct him on it, type it in and using that. So that's kind of how it pulls up the map stuff. And then you can just see where the different comments and different areas that people have identified, with the different crash types and all that type of thing, and how you submit it. Okay, thank you. So the Federal Lands Access Program, we assisted the Charles County Department with their block grant application. They were selected, and they all received $100,000 to improve safety on national forest roads, service roads, large guardrails, slopes, steep slopes. There had been a severe accident with a woman and her van and children that had a street roll over. So it's really exciting. Veronica Loudon will be managing the so excited. The National Science Foundation Innovations Challenge Grant, the Smiler program, was launched in North Fort Smith on May 12th. Hence, our lovely teachers to help people be safe on their bicycles. So if you sign up for the application, then you can be the teacher, however, we need to be willing to find someone who might okay. And there are 8 stations. One is currently out at Chapman Crossing, and the other 7 are in North Fort Smith. So it's looking at trying to help pricing structure to help mobility and accessibility to the residents. We have also submitted a supplemental grant with the University of Arkansas Fayetteville from the National Science Foundation to do a supplemental grant to learn how we can help sustain equitability and access to a bike share program. We're anticipating another $97,000 from the National Science Foundation. CAP grant borrowing, Stacy submitted CAP grant on behalf of the city of Barling, so it's looking at Highway 22 to expand some sidewalks along there. feel free to add to that.
As we said, the cap grant is for sidewalks on the southern side of Highway 22 Fourth Street. I reached out to the elementary school principal and he got us 49 letters of support, including one from the superintendent, several from students. Which I made sure to send some examples of along with the cap grant, as well as the letters of superintendent, the principal, and speech pathologist. And that's got it.
Yeah, so we're looking for those, applications are usually billable, learn if they're selected like late fall. So hopefully, you probably selected, there's never going to be guaranteed, but we appreciate it on that. I was thinking about our best health and wellness, they're looking on how to receive and attract employees in the area. So they're very interested in the Smiley Bike Share program and how they might sponsor or title sponsor that program. So working closely with them in the next couple of slides. The CDC walkability action grant funds, Crawford County completed their access project for the Diamond Park complex. So there we are, and appreciate that. Hadn't expected the signage, but that was really cool. So felt really good to see some movement forward on that and assist the community in developing that park into a place where people can access a lot more easily. And of course, I know Tracy McKenna has been working on a really new grant to put a trail around that and address some range issues. So hopefully we'll receive good news on that. I virtually presented for the University of Washington Urban Freight Lab. They had a conference with the American Society of Civil Engineers, so I couldn't actually be there. Otherwise, I'd be out of the office here too much. But anyway, then we have been assisting WIA with a project designation application with the Maritime Administration. We were assisting the city of Van Buren with a future EV slow charger application, and we'll just look for future years. Currently, most of those dollars for the slow charger have been expended, but we'll keep an eye on that. And also for the other communities that might be interested in that. The state is currently, both Oklahoma and Arkansas are developing their electric vehicle state plans, and those are due to the feds in August, and so we should be able to review those shortly. We have not yet seen them, but it'll be interesting to see where the corridors of those connections are. We were selected for FHWA's Environmental Excellence Award, and of course there's about 11 of us, and I believe we may be the only NGO that was selected. I'm not entirely sure. So really quite an honor and completely unexpected. The SHWA Environmental Planning Director selected and nominated us without any opposition. And then she told me, and I thought about it, and that was all snatched. So that was very exciting. So we'll go to Austin and pick it up here shortly. Walking college update, I will let Stacy talk about that.
So on May 13th, I was able to attend an actual in-person session for the walking college. We've made it through all of our modules. At the in-person session, we were given a presentation by Miracle Walk, the Department of Health, and the Arkansas Coalition of Obesity Prevention. We also broke into groups and performed walk audits in downtown Little Rock, where each group took a wheelchair. People took turns trying to push themselves in the wheelchair, somebody else pushing. It was very eye-opening, and one person had an experience where he said he'd never felt so demoralized. He was trying to push a button to do the crosswalk, and he got stuck, he couldn't get out, and by the time he was able to cross, the light had changed again. So he was like, I gotta do it all again. Somebody else ended up cutting their hand on the wheelchair, not too bad, but enough that, they were like, wow, this really changes how we look at things. The walkability action plan is for Barley. It includes the sidewalks along Highway 22 that the TAP grant was submitted for. Also, making a right-of-way walkable connection to Spring Hill Park and a crossing over Highway 255 at Strozier and Chat College. It is a living document, so I'll be working with the city of Barley to make any changes so we can get that adopted.
Thank you. And I think the recent census numbers, I know some of them are being updated, show that within the Fort Smith proper, 1 in 5 people are disabled. So this is really an important topic for our communities on how people are able to access mobility better. So we want to make sure that we take their needs into consideration and help build up infrastructure so they can get to their doctor's appointments or whatever they need to do to purchase. We met with the new City of Fort Smith Mobility Coordinator, Michael Means, and so that's really exciting. We're happy to begin working with him, especially on some of the bike and pedestrian efforts that we are currently undertaking, the right of 93. Number of different presentations and appointments that you can read at your leisure, on some of the different things that we've been doing, recently, so. Yeah. Are there any questions? Happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Reese, as always, been a lot of work and we appreciate it very much. Moving on to new business. I'm sorry, public comment period. Anybody have anything on your mind? You'd like to make public? If not, I have a whole joke, and so come on. No.
Hold
So we're all in the business of building our economy, right? Trying to do restaurants, is anybody taking this right on the table? I'm never on funny jokes. So, does anybody know what the first restaurant to open on the moon is or was? Because it's already open. But it has great food, but there's just no atmosphere. So anyway, moving on. I'll do all 101 before the meeting's over. No. All right, hopefully not. Moving on. Keep my date there. New business. We have resolutions to get approved. 22-3 is approved final MTP update.
Certainly. We received about 104 comments on the MTP update. And of course, it's been a long process through COVID. We did our best to reach out to people in different forums, online, open houses. When we did the city council meetings, that type of thing. It proved more difficult, obviously, through COVID, but I think, considering we did our best and we got 104 comments, so anyway, I thought that was pretty good. And you probably have seen the final MTP update. A lot of efforts by RDOT, Christmas Group, Sunny, Travis, really helped us with the fiscal constraint protections. And of course, Stacy did a great job managing that. So we really appreciate that effort on behalf of MPO staff and of course RDOT staff. And I'm happy to entertain any questions on final MTP update. Of course, the technical committee approved all of the resolutions reported today.
Question? Not, we need to vote, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
We always-
The RDOT project.
Yeah, and we always appreciate the technical committee for taking care of business and letting us eat. Again, always from that.
Make a motion to adopt resolution 22-3. Second.
And motion second to adopt 22-3, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Moving on to resolution 22-4.
A resolution to amend the TIP for the Arkansas Department of Transportation, the Oklahoma Department of Transportation. There is just some updates that we needed to do, primarily to reflect some different projects and monies and specifically for ODOT and ODOT transit dollars. And some minor update, but we need to do it.
Have a motion?
Motion to approve 22-4. Second.
Motion second to approve 22-4, all in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None, motion approved. Resolution 22-5.
And this is primarily a amendment on behalf of the City of Portsmouth Transit Department. They are moving a project forward and have carryover funds from MPA and are able to establish all alternative access projects sooner. And so they just asked us to assist them be able to expend those dollars within this TIP. So we're just requesting it. State Portsmouth Transit Department.
Any motion?
Make a motion to adopt resolution 22-5. Second.
Motion second, 22-5, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None, business. Approved final PWP, UPWP, sorry.
Great. This is obviously our annual program. In case you capture it, we did update it slightly. We had carryover funds from previous years that we will use to also include pedestrian bicycle plan as we move to the city of Portsmouth, and then also planning and design and utility design assistance to Western Arkansas Intermodal Authority. And so I just wanted to let you be aware of that those two items were included in the updated UPWP.
Your motion?
Second.
Motion second to approve UPWP, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Establish bylaws committee, subcommittee.
Yes, we need to update our bylaws to encompass, updating our membership fee structure. And, so Sunny, the technical committee, volunteered to assist with that. I would foresee this is largely online, electronic, discussion and refinement of the document to update it. It probably hasn't been updated in a little bit. So it would be good to do that on the whole. I believe the membership fees have not been increased since about 76 or 82. And, so they'll go to about 17. So we just need to ensure that we capture that in here. There is some discussion of dues, so it's pretty vague in this current document, so just want to make sure that that's really clear to not only our jurisdictions, but also the public. And so I would welcome volunteers on this subcommittees. The subcommittee would obviously work with the tactical and the policy board to make the recommendations. And I may reach out to a couple of you if you don't have that, folks. I think pretty much. All right.
Good. No action on that, do this. Okay. Argot.
All right, we've got several funding jobs. 107, 106, hour 55, I guess on my notice, I'm thinking we're still trying to get utilities out of the way, or 1 month away. Like the same for 6 months, hopefully I'm near it right now. So got a fiber away, slicing fleet and the transfer. We can actually talk a little. We've got Old Light 19, replaced several boxes. Back here, and we also some backup. The rest of that job will actually done, and it's fucking up, finalized fast. We're gonna add a couple small boxes and everything like that. By January. That's what we're gonna start this summer. 012-379, it's a multi-district job, it's a power generation project. They're currently getting ready to start, hopefully start off, like learning. Play that area, we're gonna go here, we're doing the river bridges. On Highway 64 and I-540. That's starting. Have a barrier wall, a 10.5 foot lane, without it, it's gonna be a traffic issue, but that has to be, that's something that there's very bad road across. I'm looking forward to getting done, but I'd rather get started. Thank preservation, we have a couple of jobs, I think 40011, so $30 for putting back here in the helmet. That's worth construction, I should, if they say they're scheduled to start later this month on that. There's also 84010, that's resurfacing Highway 55, their front drive. The parent will be awarded for construction, pending award after the award, I expect to start early fall, late summer, depending on their schedule. And then we have several upcoming jobs. Got Highway 45, lining, Highway 255, Highway 71. Currently scheduled late 2023. Got a job where we're going to resurface the drainage improvements, sidewalk improvements, etc. On South Avenue, Highway 71D. It's currently scheduled for spring 2024. Pending law and utility location. We still got our that facility. We have a job where we work on the interchange that year. At I-40 and I-49. This starts to just be late early 2023. And we got several jobs on the books. It's going to connector I-40 and I-42. We got one job that's going to start this year. It's about to get third property we already own. We're Highway 22 for this project. There's 4 of the jobs that we left. The finish 26 is the start. So, we've had one public hearing and this second flood. That's all I got.
I was 64. I know they're supposed to be starting towards the end of this month, if everything goes right, but we right around the point where we've got some large population of West End lanes. Let's say everybody gets it. Also, I think just get it through the.
Obviously, the drains.
I know. But it's, I mean, there's
The west line.
yeah, it's right there.
If you were out there, Michelle, that looked good. Right.
Don't want to take a picture.
Yeah. Hold on. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Hold on.
Yeah, there are no current.
Okay. Okay. Open discussion. Joke time if you don't have something. All right, here we go. What kind of shorts do clouds wear? I was thinking underpants. Moving on. Moving on. I think that's it. Our next meetings, virtual and in-person meetings. Technical is September 14th, Boston, same time. And same times, I guess, 11:30, or is it?
Yeah, in general,
Okay,
it
let's-
has features and, the dates on the agenda. I think one says 14th, one says 19th. We'll just make sure.
Oh, okay.
So my apologies.
Okay. I would like to say thank you to the facility and Van Buren and Bayer for allowing us here. This is a beautiful building. I've never been in it. I would love to take a tour. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We can just go CD and change the package dates on for the facility.
Beautiful. We apologize for
Yeah, I mentioned when we were coming in.
that. Do something about
Because the
that.
mayor wouldn't allow that sort of thing. But I do want to bring my 6-year-old grandson artwork from home up here to see he does verbal things with cardboard boxes, and I see a lot of artwork. That's pretty cool. We have robot costumes all the time.
Yeah, the cardboard, renditions are of actual sculptures that people make. They chose 5 out of this jury, selection. I know the gear one, the tree and then, you know, or back into the, some of the 5, I don't know which other ones, but
That's really cool. So really appreciate Jane hosting us today.
And the food was very, my sandwich was great. So kudos to whoever that is.
So thank you very much.
Yes, I need a motion to adjourn, please. So moved. Second. Into 3 seconds, all in favor, say aye. Thank you.
Yeah.